Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angelscope, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Virgo for the month of June 2021. So before I begin, I'd just like to welcome anyone who's new to my channel and anyone who's also returning. And what I'd like to highlight before we get into the reading is that I've been offering my half-hour reading of $77 for 1 full hour since the pandemic began. And this is a special offer. You can go to my webpage, theangelschool.com/the services page. There's no link there. For the special offer, you would just select the half-hour reading as is, and once you submit your payment, I will send you a confirmation email within 24 hours on the first business day of the week, within 24 hours, but just not on the weekends. Okay, so that makes clarify that. So it will always be within 24 hours unless it's a weekend. And the email, all the correspondence to set up the appointment and everything that we need to do will be done through the email. So I will indicate a starting date for my availability, and I usually ask that you submit 3 weeks of your schedule for that, and then I will get back with you with an appointment. So after that point, there are no restrictions or limitations, meaning if you've had readings before using the special offer, that does not matter, okay? All right, so I think that's it. And let's take a deep breath, Virgos, and just breathe into your heart space. And as you breathe into your heart space, feel this safety and the security of divine love as it enfolds you, your mind, your heart, and your body, and your soul. And you may even feel as though your angels are surrounding you and supporting you and they're right caffeinated, that you're a little hyper, a little anxious. And what they're doing right now is placing their wings around you and placing you in a cocoon that is soothing this vibration, this vibrational pattern that you have that's mimicking sort of anxiety, stress. Before we get into specifically your reading, the angels have asked me to share for this month of June. They wrote June, and then they wrote Libra. Now, I know Libra is not in the sign of usually the month of June, but they want us to understand what's kind of happening in terms of balance and harmony are the two key words I think they're focusing on, and alignment. And so they also mentioned the 360 view. So it's about taking the time to get the full picture, to see all the facets, so that you have the right information you need to move forward, to be able to accurately discern the best choices for yourself and for those that you love. And I'm really seeing sort of unicorns. And the unicorns want to help. Their horn of light is a projection of their third eye. That's how the artists, what they were seeing when they drew unicorns. They are ascended horses, and they do exist in the angelic realm. And they do bring through a very high frequency of creativity, imagination, because it is their third eye, their spiritual eye, spiritual center, that's highly evolved and is a high frequency of source consciousness. And so they share the vision of source with you. And so whenever you want to really connect into what is your divine blueprint, or what is your purpose, your vision for your life at this time and moving forward, they are best to help you to make that leap, that quantum leap, when they touch you and activate your vision. This just drastically changes your plans, and your insights are enhanced by this connection. So that giving them permission right now, as you close your eyes, allow them to touch you and to activate this divine vision of yourself, of your potential, so that you can begin to allow these seeds of enlightenment to activate within your mind and within your understanding of yourself and others, so that you can see them in the form of their light, representing their true essence, divine essence. So just be really in touch with what you are able to visualize, what comes to you in your imagination. And they write in the word remarks as if they wrote the word damage. So there have been remarks that have created damage in your vision of yourself that is limiting the version of the version that you know, or the version that is your potential, that you are being called to fulfill. And this it's been done on both sides. It come from the outside, but you've added to it as well, they're saying. And they wrote the word both. But what they want you to get to the heart and the core of right now is how gifted you are, is the word they're writing, and the prosperity that exists within you because of you. And you're in an unprecedented time right now. Your light is expanding exponentially. Your ability to love is expanding exponentially. You are this pure frequency, vibration of divine love. And the unicorns wish to remind you, give you a sense of this right now. And when they do this, this will have an effect on the past as you have understood it and you view it. The viewpoint is really important, what they're helping you to change. And they're writing the word last, and I felt like at first it was sort of, they're writing last state. So your last state of consciousness is what they're going to work on, because it's the culmination. And there may have been something that has happened recently. And they first want to help you to feel safe and at peace about that. So they're going to help you to shift that. And I can see the eye very clearly of your unicorn. And it's almost like the eyes are full with a tear that hasn't run down the unicorn's face, but it's just full, hanging there. And so if you can think of whatever that might be, something that was painful, or something that hurt, but it seems like it's also being transmuted And they wrote high, like, they want you to take the higher road here, that you've been focusing a lot on lack, and they want to help you to shift away from that. You might be able to feel profound energy, the energy running through your being, and it feels like a gentle, like a tornado, like a funnel, but it's not chaotic at all. It's very smooth and gentle. And they just wrote the word Om. And maybe you might want to chant that. Om. Just one more time, a deep breath. And I feel your energy just uplift, your frequency just rising. And the seraphim are coming in, expanding their wings around you. And the seraphim are 12th dimensional. And so just from time to time, just connect in with this frequency of Om when you need to just recalibrate and refocus. All right, so let's take a look at the archangel that you'll be working with. And there's that prosperity there, Archangel Gabriel, and the Wheel of Fortune. So Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication in the arts. And this is, one of my interpretations of this card is the wheel, about the wheel is the angel of destiny. I think about it often. I had an encounter twice around a health issue, and they were giving me the opportunity to shift that. And Kuan Yin and Jesus were also petitioning to God on behalf for this to occur. And so it did. And this is like some really great opportunity to create your reality, to change, to shift that what has been before. And it just gives a sense of a very positive, like the wheel is spinning, that's stirring. Sometimes it may feel like we are, things are getting stirred up, and they are. But you can get caught up in the stirring and feeling disoriented, when the disorientation is a sign of your leaving something behind, disconnecting from something that is no longer healthy, and opening and expanding and branching into something that you truly desire and deserve. So, we're so hot on order and perfection, and actually that's when things are settled. And most of the time our prayers are for change. And so, a little bit of chaos and a little bit of this and a little bit of, uncertainty, all of that is you witnessing your own transformation into what you are praying for. So you have to embrace this, all right? This period where things are turning, spinning. All right, let's take a look at wow, we had this card before, but I don't think they were at the same time. So this is, you put these little keys to the Major Arcana, which is Archangel Sandalphone, but the angel of prayers and music, and 5 for the Hierophant card, or the wise counselor. So this card, the 5 of air, is showing a situation where people are not being people are taking advantage. I call this the bully card. Some people refer to this as the card of defeat, where it shows others in the background who've been defeated, who are focused on the loss. It's a time of challenges and difficult lessons, and things that happen don't always work out the way we would like them. And it also shows that sometimes how we have maybe repressed anger, regrets, that is projected to someone who is perceived as taking advantage of us and not respecting us. And that's a big theme with a lot of people, that someone's not respecting you and they're mistreating you. And many times it's about because we don't have boundaries. And we're not looking at our beliefs and what we're actually drawing to us, because sometimes our beliefs no longer serve us, and they put us at a disadvantage because we're not willing to also embrace the new. We're so rigid to the old, and in that way you're not honoring the boundaries. First of all, you're not honoring your higher self and where you've already the version of change that has already taken place, that new level of potential of yourself. You're not keeping up with it, and consequently things in your world will be off because you're not who you truly are at this point. You're not giving enough credit to that. You're still seeing yourself in that old form and giving all your attention to that, and that's disrespect. All right. So there's this thing of great possibilities of change, and things are stirring up to help you to break this cycle, to move on from this. And I just saw the word forthcoming. You have to trust that there's much forthcoming for you, much opportunities, but you're going to have to work to let go of those moments when you were in a situation where things didn't go your way, and just recognize that that situation was showing you something you need to see, something you need to learn, that it's a catalyst for helping you to embrace your true potential. And right now you have great potential. This card is associated with the planet Jupiter. It's a good health, prosperity, love, etc. So you really should be focusing on your potential and putting this stuff to rest, letting it go, learn from the mistakes and move on. Take that lesson with you, and when you take that lesson with you, you actually come out the winner, because you're able to make the most progress when you accept the lesson. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and I wish you a beautiful month of June. God bless you.